to share with you one of my favorite succulent arrangements. It's one of the only ones I have left after the mealybug incident earlier this year, at the end of last year. I have a lot of individual succulents that I repotted from arrangements because I found that they were more susceptible to mealybugs if they were all grouped together closely in arrangements. The exception being Haworthia and aloe, and Haworthiopsis and Gasteria, all from the same family, all very closely related to each other. And this is a pot of all of those species except for Gasteria. I think it's just Haworthia, Haworthiopsis, and aloe. In a few minutes, we will get up close and personal, and I'll take you on a mini tour of each individual plant in here because they are all so cool. And the lighting is bad right here, so I'll take you over where there's some better lighting and we will look at the plants more closely. In the meantime, I want to trim these flower stalks. If you can see them, there's one, two, on my venosa, Haworthia venosa. Both of these plants that are producing flower stalks are Haworthia venosa. This one is a pup of this one, which is some other plant. And they flower constantly. Pretty much as soon as I chop one off, another stalk pops up. And I like to chop them off. One, because I have this pot in my grow cabinet, which has short shells, so the grow light sits right about here. And the flower stalks just get lost and twisted up on the roof of the shelf. And also because they're, I'm sorry to say, not the most showy, beautiful flowers. It's just kind of like this. I'll give you a close-up once I chop this off, but it's just this tiny little poof at the end of this flower stalk. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on beautiful, showy flowers if I chop these off. Thirdly, I'd like it to put more energy into rooting and producing pups. So there's really no reason to keep these flower stalks. And to take care of them, I'm just going to use this pair of sterilized kitchen shears. Kitchen shears. This is going to go very quickly. Stalk number 1. Stalk number 2. And here, I'll show you if I can. See the little bud? Little flower. Kind of just looks like wheat. Okay. Let's get closer. So here is up close. Hope you can see all of the plants individually. I know you can see this little ladybug. It's a bead. It's a little hole in the top. It's a little bead. Oops. Little bead. Little bead. So the oldest plant in this pot, or the plant that's been in my care the longest and is actually probably one of my oldest plants, one of my oldest 3, is this Haworthia limifolia. It might be a Haworthiopsis now. I'm not going to know which ones are Haworthia and which ones are Haworthiopsis because a lot of the Haworthia have been put into the Haworthiopsis genus, and I'm not sure which ones. So we're just going to call it a Haworthia limifolia, also known as a fairy washboard succulent. ridges on it, ridges on the triangular leaves, like you would scrub clothes down like a washboard. And this here is another Haworthia, limifolia. And this here, this little pup is a Haworthia limifolia. This is a pup of this mother plant here. This one I got separately. It was just gifted it as a freebie with some other plants. But this is a pup off of this mother plant. And you're not going to be able to see, but there are 7 or 8 pups at the very base near the soil of this Haworthia. This one is very prolific. It pups all year round for me, and I have to take them out, separate them a couple of times a year, and I usually give them away or sell them off, and it just keeps producing more and more. It's very spiky, not cactus spiky, but kind of like a plasticky or silicone type feel. Very cool plant. I love this one. Next to it here we have the Haworthia venosa, which you saw me clip the flowers off of the flower stalks. Clip. This one here and this one. This one's double-headed. This was the original plant. Actually, it was just a single head, probably this one, and then it grew this second head that is technically a pup, but they are so close together, I don't want to separate them, and I like the way they look as a double-headed plant there. And then this is a pup that I separated from that mother plant that is now a little bit taller even than the mother plant. This one also pups very readily. I'm looking around. I don't think I have any of the pups. No, there are no more pups in here. Just these two. This has a really cool alligator skin look to it. Crocodile, if you can see that. Very cool pattern to the leaves. Nestled in here, let's see if we can get a good view, is one of the Haworthia I just got and showed you in a haul video a couple weekends ago. This is the variegated one that I thought might be a variegated limifolia, but it doesn't have the same. It does have texture to the leaves, like that washboard ridge-like structure, but it's not in the same pattern. The dots, I guess, the raised texture bits are kind of in a dot-like pattern covering the leaf, not like in this stripy way on the limifolia. So I'm not sure what this is, but it is variegated and it is super cool. And I know you probably aren't getting a very good shot of that. I'm trying to show you the variegated leaves. On the other side of the limifolia is this other one that I hauled in that video that I didn't know the name of. It has the same, I'm wondering if this is the green or solid version of this one, because it has the same feel to the leaves, and the textured bits follow the same pattern, kind of just like dots speckling all over it. So I don't know the ID of this one or this one, but I think this is a Haworthia rather than an aloe, but people do cross Haworthias and aloes all the time, so it could be a hybrid. Who knows? Same with this one here. I do not know the species, but I would be willing to bet that this is either, or I mean, I don't know the genus even. I would be willing to bet that it is either an aloe or a Gasteria or aloe. It kind of looks like my tiger aloe. I have a very, very large tiger aloe that would like take up this entire pot. It kind of looks like that, but I'm not sure. I've extensively tried to match some of these online with photos, and I just can't narrow down. I can't be sure what they are, but this is a very nice dark green with some spots on it, and there's no raised texture on these leaves. There are some very, very subtle teeth, they call them, on the edge of the leaves, but nothing on the center of the leaf itself. It kind of has a rough texture, but it's not raised at all, like these ones are. And in front of that here we have another Haworthia. I think it's called a fasciata. Not sure on that one. But it's a little clump here, and it grows kind of upright in pups off to the side with little offsets that grow upwards as well. It's 1, 2, 3 little pups, 3 little pups, 3. And this one was the last one I got in that haul. I got these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in that haul. And this one I do know the name of, but I cannot think of it off the top of my head because it's new to me. I haven't had it that long, so I'm not used to thinking of the name of it. So I will put that on the screen. In fact, I'll put all of these on the screen, all of the ones that I know. But this one has even more raised dot textures, raised speckled bits than this one does. It's just covered in it, and it's almost looks like the night sky constellation, where there's no light pollution, and you just look up and can see the Milky Way. Like that's what this speckling reminds me of. I really like this one. This one back here I've had for a while, and I don't know the ID on this either, but it's a mint green or light green Haworthia, maybe aloe, I'm not sure. It has the same kind of rigidity and stiffness to it as the limifolia, but it doesn't have the washboard-like texture on it. It does, no it doesn't, it does have teeth, some subtle teeth on the sides, but does not have any texture on the actual leaf itself. Maybe a tiny little bit, but not much. But I really liked the color of this one, that's why I added this one to the mix. I'm actually wondering if this is an aloe, because it seems like the Haworthia and the Haworthiopsis that I have don't have the teeth on the leaves, but the ones that I know to be aloes do. So maybe that's a feature of these dwarf aloes, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, I think we've covered everything except for these 3 right here. And I only know the ID for sure of this one. This one here is a Haworthia franco. No, I'm sorry, an aloe franco. Aloe franco. This whole pot needs watered. I can tell now that I'm getting in there and feeling the leaves. This is looking a little bit shriveled. But this is a Haworthia aloe. It has pink teeth on the edge and a really cool pattern on the leaves. It's kind of a lime green, pink, dark green, striped, bumpy texture. It's really cool. It has pups right here and here, and actually this one itself is a pup. I have a large one that used to be featured as the centerpiece of this pot, but it got too big, and it's in a pot of its own now, and now the limifolia is the centerpiece. So these were all pups off of that one. There were many more pups as well. These are just the ones that I kept. And this one here, my best guess is that this is an aloe oik, O-I-K. It looks similar to the Franco, but doesn't have the same color pattern on the inside of the leaf here. This one is just dark green and light green. There's no pink on the inside of the leaf. There's only pink on these teeth. These teeth are pink, which is super, super cool. I love that a lot. And I don't know if you can see, but over here I have two pups from this mother plant here, and there's a pup growing here Christmas sleigh. There are a few Christmas-themed, Christmas-named dwarf aloes that resemble this one, or could be this one, or a bright coral flame, something like that. Not sure, but I love the dark foliage here, with like a couple little hints of lime green, and the like bright pinkish red, almost orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors. Orange margins here on the teeth. Just love it. I think the only one I haven't pointed out is this one here, which is a pup of this one. There's a couple other pups of that one here too, that aren't, they're rooted, but they're not taking. Exactly. So I think they need to develop a stronger root system before they start really plumping up and pushing out new growth.